What's going on, YouTube? It's the Bushy Beard. I'm back, and I'm bushier than ever. Today we have Mac Miller, New Faces, featuring Earl Sweatshirt and Dash with the money sign. I think this is going to be a pretty good one. I'm excited for it, so we shall see what happens. Yeah. I don't know what else. Oh, I'm close to 500. So tomorrow you should hear my last song. And I feel like I need to start getting ready to record my song. And so I am going to start looking for a beat and going through the motions in order to do that. And then go from there. I don't know. I don't know what kind of song I want to do yet. I'm feeling like maybe a deep song. I don't know yet. I have no ideas. But yeah, I think it's going to be great. So probably tomorrow I'm going to start browsing for a beat and learning how to use the different things. Trying to figure out how to record. So yeah. Anyways, let's jump on into Mac Miller and Earl Sweatshirt. And away we go.
Yeah, man, you know.
What am I thinking? What am I thinking? There we go. And now away we go.
Looking at the beginning of the song, man, like a damn rapper. Oh, man.
Alright, so we're starting off with Earl's verse. Then we go to the chorus, and then Dash, and then you save the best for last. Mr. Mac Miller. Alrighty, let's go.
Crazy being so rich, man, damn. In '09, we was still on a bus, nigga. Before knock was deluxe, when I didn't have a brush, when it still was a host trying to fuck with me. Before I cleaned up a bit like his company coming. I ain't know we was on the cusp of the money, trying to get a few bucks under custody. And my twin brothers was all said brothers, so my kin gully and my skin tough and thick lens covering my eyes now. They ain't bright, nigga. I'm
says, and my skin toughened, thick lenses cover my eyes. I think he's talking about glasses. But I like the skin toughened, like, because over time you get a little bit thicker skin from being either picked on or whatever. You're getting your lumps as a kid, so you get thicker skin. I like that.
Skin gully and my skin tough and thick lens covering my eyes now. They ain't bright, nigga. I'm just high now. And if it's a different way to clear my mind.
Okay, maybe he's talking about the haze from like smoking a blunt instead of glasses. I don't know. Does Earl wear glasses?
For my eyes now, they ain't bright, nigga. I'm just high now. And if it's a different way to clear my mind out, I need to find out. I'm doing fine now, and I don't look as stupid when I talk now. And everybody at the show look astounded, posted up drowsy in a cut so much that it's pus round me. Catch him in the daytime of dusk hours, smoking out the pound hound the mutts out it. If your tuck's lousy, then you can't sit with us. Nah. Can't call it harsh living when the margin between you and all these fuck niggas is about as large as it gets. And you working, giving arm and a leg. Say he working, but he just talking cause he ain't working like a long distance bitch. Who you know that's out this harder than this? Charging niggas like a timeless a win, nigga.
Oh, I like that. Charging LaDainian Tomlinson. I like that. That's a clean line. Charging like a Tomlinson win. Okay.
Who you know that's out this harder than this? Charging niggas like a timeless a win, nigga. Slight frown on the brow on the brim, color brown, running wild on the route that was picked. When the clouds were.
And then that's a continuation. So running wild on a route that was picked. So sometimes they go out for passes, and sometimes it's picked off. I don't know if it's necessarily a continuation, but that's where my mind goes.
Slight frown on the brow on the brim, color brown, running wild on the route that was picked. When the clouds were enshrouded, I'm out with my face in the shallow and drowning again.
And also, it's I think it's double, right? So running wild on the route that was picked, like the route of life that he picked and chose.
When the clouds were enshrouded, I'm out with my face in the shallow and drowning again.
The shallow soul. You are drinking from a shallow soul.
It's a very short but very like I don't want to say necessarily impactful, but still gets the message across.
Shallow soul. Drugs got me feeling like Vigo Carpathian. Just look at the state he's in. Yo, the most critically acclaimed slang contortionist that ain't sucking corporate dick. Said it with my balls and grip. Other hand got a port to hit. All this route be the sportsmanship. Walked in and said I needed all the chips, as well as the one on my shoulder.
Walked in and said I needed all of the chips as well on my shoulder. All this Ralph be sportsmanship. I don't get that line. I think it has to. Ralph is probably somebody that had good sport. I'm not sure.
Sportsmanship. Walked in and said I needed all the chips, as well as the one on my shoulder. Feel like my heart got pneumonia. Blunt laced up by the odor. Cops still locking niggas up for quotas. Brain still numb from the shit in the soda. So
back in the day, people would I don't know. It was widely believed or thought of that police had quotas for locking people up. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those things I can't say for sure whether or not people had quotas or if they were self-placed quotas or whatever it was. But I don't know.
Older cops still locking niggas up for quotas. Brain still numb from the shit in the soda. So we generation lost, facing and Paul Allen faking loft. Warrants being filed for the cases for, and them drugs get obtained by debating course. You ain't Superman when that cape is off. Just Clark, nigga, sitting in his high rise trying to see the bright side of life, and a nigga just.
Is he talking about a judge? You ain't Superman when the cape is off. Just Clark sitting on the high rise. The judge is usually up high, trying to see the bright side of life. Maybe. I don't know.
Just Clark, nigga, sitting in his high rise trying to see the bright side of life, and a nigga just keep coming back with a dark picture.
And I do get the Clark Kent Superman bar. I was just wondering if he was talking about a judge.
In his high rise trying to see the bright side of life, and a nigga just keep coming back with a dark picture. Just like hard liquor. And see people in books, so you judge a motherfucker by the first page and a bitch by the back cover. Did the crime with long sleeves so the tax covered. Real ones, I'm the last brother. When they see me on stage, they said my shit was so insane. It was like Cobain to this last number. Motherfucker.
I could drown you with the shallow soul. You are drinking from a shallow soul. Yeah, well, isn't he dizzy off the ups and downs? He got a little Whitney, put it in the blunt for now. She was supposed to get me high, why the fuck I wanna die now? And I'm strung out on this dusty couch in a big white ugly house. I tell the bitch slow down. Stop running your mouth, you holding my money, just shut up and count. My right nostril hasn't worked in a week, plus the plug got work like you're serving for a sheep.
More drug lines.
My right nostril hasn't worked in a week, plus the plug got work like you're serving for a sheep. Me, I'm swerving in the Jeep, burning weed, doing circles in the street, yelling play my shit to wake the baby up. I get it faded, put it back in the labia. All my life I've been afraid of powder, all my life I've been afraid of power. Where did all that go? The wrong decision, always call my phone. Last supper I was fucking with the Corleones. I need something stronger than
So Last Supper, I know, probably a religious correlation there, Jesus and the Last Supper, but I don't get the Corleone. I know Don Corleone. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a religious thing, and I'm just reading into it.
wrong decision, always call my phone. Last supper I was fucking with the Corleones. I need something stronger than the cortisone that can save me from the war unknown. Shout out to Solo and recipes of Lori Joe. The devil on the other side of this glory hole. Anytime, any place, you can bet I'ma eat, cause my hand on the fork and the fork in the road.
Cause my hand's on the fork and the fork is in the road. I like that.
Any place you can bet I'ma eat, cause my hand on the fork and the fork in the road. Look at all these new faces. I see. They coming on the plane, but they leaving in suitcases. Been a criminal before scales were digital. Used to put the weed in the soul of my blue Asics. Hate myself for the strangers, but the raps are just way too flagrant. So here I go. Throwing up a prayer, it's a Hail Mary.
That's I also think that's a playoff of the earlier football rhymes, because Hail Mary is also a far throw, throwing up a prayer. You say that when you're throwing the last second, trying to get a last second touchdown.
Flagrant, so here I go.
And then also the flagrant, flagrant fouls. I think they're playing off of each other.
Here I go, throwing up a prayer, it's a Hail Mary. I never been religious, but I feel like the scriptures got it all there. It's not just gypsies and fairies. This could be my last breath. I'ma take my time. Cause I'ma go out the same way I came in, right by the pussy with nothing on my mind. You're standing in the shallow soul. You're speaking with the shallow soul. Shallow soul. I could drown you with the shallow soul. Shallow soul. Shallow soul. You are drinking from a shallow soul. Shallow soul.
I've been without sleep for 80 hours, so I'm beyond simple fatigue.
I mean, it was a good a different song. It's not bad. It's not great. I'm gonna give it a B minus. I'm gonna look over. I'm taking these off because I think listening to myself read throws my reading off, and so that's why I'm taking it off. Let's see here. Alright. Odd Future didn't see much mainstream success until 2010. Tyler dropped Bastard at the very end of 2009, and Earl dropped Earl in 2010. Before that point, Earl was 15 and still in high school, so he was taking the bus to school. Knackle Smith, a member of Odd Future and avid skater. Earl is reminiscing on the days before the group was popular enough for Knackle to ride the real skateboard and other brands distributed by Deluxe. Okay. Continuing the theme of discussing before Earl was famous, he mentions when he didn't used to get girls. Now he's famous, so he gets groupie love. He talks about this in an interview with Peter Rosenberg. Continuing the subject matter of before fame nostalgia for Earl, when Earl first came out with his acclaimed debut mixtape Earl, art picture below, his subject matter was far more nastier, grittier, and grimier than it is now, hence clearing up his gross lyrics and taking more of an appealing approach to his bars. The line could also be related to the previous mentioning of hoes. Before Earl got rich or buzz, he never attempted to look spiffy or anything for the ladies, unlike now. Even though Taco is Sid's only brother by blood, in Odd Future, Earl says that every member of the group has become a brother to him. Not to her, I don't think. I'm assuming him. Sid's and my twin brothers. Maybe her. Oh, okay. Oh, Sid. I guess. Okay. I guess Sid is a girl. Showing their bond. Earl crafts this line very similar to Kanye's line from the hook Big Brother. And I don't look as stupid when I talk now. Not only did Earl have an extremely monotone delivery during his early years, but he was also very awkward during interviews. This could all be chalked up to being young and in the spotlight when really Earl is an introvert. You can sense the change in delivery on his mixtape, though. It appears he's a lot more comfortable lately. Posted up drowsy. Everyone at his shows are under the influence of some sort of drugs and kicking back and posted up. Literally being in the cut just means chilling in a low-key place. Biologically, pus is a protein-rich liquid that gathers around an injury when you cut yourself or you cut your body open. Not pleasant. Earl isn't actually cutting anything open, but he is in the cuts. Oh, Catch him on the daytime or dusk hours smoking out the pound, hounding mutts out. Okay, hounding. Okay. No matter what time of day you catch Earl Maine, he's most likely getting high. He creates some cool imagery with smoking out pound. This could mean he's smoking a literal pound of marijuana. Smoking someone out typically means that you're providing the weed for your friends as a favor. So Earl could also be putting himself in a place of dominance where his unfamous mutt friends could keep up with the pace so that he could leave it into the dog pound. Yeah, I think it's metaphor in the play on words, pound. Metaphor, Earl smokes out the dog pound and the mutts are hounding while they try to escape the large amount of smoke. Metaphor meaning Earl smokes a lot. Okay. If you tuck's lousy, then you can't sit with us. A reference to critically acclaimed 21st century coming of age movie Mean Girls. Never seen it. I get a lot of crap for never seeing it, but I've never seen it. When Earl says tuck, he could possibly be referring to the ability to roll a good blunt or joint. Therefore, if you can't roll a good joint or blunt, don't even think about chilling with them. Sweatshirt could also be poking fun at style in the rap game and how artists dress like it's a business, hence wearing tuxedos. If your attire isn't up to par, you can't hang out with Mac and Earl because they're all business. Obviously on their part, just making fun of the ones who rap like it is business. The dude claims he is working or making music or money, but in reality, he's very far from making good music or money. It's not working like long-distance relationships, which is a relationship where two lovers are... Okay. This can also refer to Earl's recent breakup with his girlfriend, Mallory, from New York, since there is quite a distance from LA to New York. Earl Sweatshirt is known for being a lyricist when an aggressive voice and style. LaDainian Tomlinson was an MVP running back, which makes it fitting that he is charging. Tomlinson played for the Chargers. Down like Tomlinson would take out defenders on the run. Earl is taking out his competition. Earl might have picked route with rap, but he still embraces the fact that he can go wild during whatever he wants with his career. Earl drops two more football references, continue from the two lines before. LaDainian Tomlinson was a running back, so he ran routes also in football and intercepted and is picked off. Caught that. When the clouds branch out and I'm out with my face in the shallow. When clouds branch out, to branch out means to spread over. The clouds usually are known for during the day, so he could be saying it's turning to morning. I'm out with my face in the shallow. In this context, he could be meaning he is putting his face in the shallow water because he won't be able to see the light. He doesn't care if he dies drowning as long as he sees the sunlight. In the shallow refers to the hook. Okay. That's too much reading right now. I'm not going to go over dashes. I'm sorry. Just not feeling his. We got plenty here to go. Oh, man. Whew. This is a job right here now. Mac's life is full of great moments, such as his hit song Donald Trump going platinum, but it's also equally full of tragedy, such as the death of his longtime friend Ruben Mitrani. He is sick or dizzy of life being so unpredictable and spastic. Okay. Alrighty. Mac used the name Whitney as a slang term for cocaine. Okay, yeah. Okay. Strung out on the dusty couch. Being strung out generally refers to being high on stronger drugs such as cocaine, which is a major theme of his mixtape. The dusty couch he refers to as could possibly be the one seen in the music video from the Star Room. Okay, big white ugly house. Mac is referring to the old house in California where he recorded his reality TV show. Okay. You holding my money? Alright. We got that. Me swerving in Jeeps In his previous line, Mac is on drugs and they are causing him to swerve while he's on Jeeps. When did this come out? Okay, this is before his DUI. Mac is comparing cocaine and fame to two things he feared as a young kid coming up in the rap game that he no longer is afraid of. Mac is inferring that he no longer views coke as dangerous, as well as the impact of his lyrics or actions may have on others. Mac's affinity for Mac's affiliates his status and pop. I don't think that's the right word for that, but Mac affiliates his status and popularity in associating with the infamous but fictional mafia family, the Corleones, notable for its legacy. Yeah, affiliates is not the word that they meant to use. Maybe it is. My mind's just tired, but cortisone shots, okay, for pain. Can you also take that to get high? Oh, I don't know. You can save me from the war unknown. The previous line indicates that Mac is talking about drugs use to cope with his inner war. The drug can numb his pain. What can save him from this madness? Drugs seem to be the new answer. Also, it could be a playoff of okay. If it's the war I know, the drug on war, the war on drugs. Mac is shouting out TDE member Absol. Okay, it's a singer who are closely heard singing on Kendrick Lamar's Hill Power. Okay. The devil on the side. Yeah, I understand that. You look at all the new faces. I see. He can see these new faces. The new faces may be referring to new rappers in the game and the upcoming rappers. Okay. I don't think all of these need to be explained. Mac hid his weed under his soles and his shoes, a common place to hide weed. I'm the strangest. Hate myself up to strangers. Oh, maybe he's saying that's supposed to be something. I don't know. But the rap was just way too flagrant. Flagrant, like a flagrant foul in basketball, means abrupt physical contact. Max saying, I think flagrant fouls can also be in football. No, maybe it's not. I don't know. In this line, Mac is sending up a prayer to the Virgin Mary, and Mac is running the football play. A Hail Mary is where you can... Okay, I know that. While raised Jewish, Max says he's never really religious, but still he feels like the scriptures are more than just fairy tales, but actually have deeper meanings that can apply to life. He's rapped about his faith before, and okay, we understand that. Mac is stating that when he dies, he will be high and free of worry. Okay. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and put my muffs back on. Ear muffs. I'm gonna give it a B-. I think it was good. It wasn't my favorite from him, but it was good nonetheless. But anyways, until next time, YouTube. Smile like you mean it from the Bushy Beard.